Hey there everyone and welcome to a Neo Monsters video about Time Attack. Now I made a Time Attack video in the past where I made a team that was something which everyone could make with Captain Whiskers and one-on-one and how you can make that work to do the toughest challenges. This is a different concept. This is using Novadrake with enraged teammate. So as you can see here, I'm using Demon Toad to enrage my Novadrake and power up the assisted Dusk, and then I'm going to set up some stun protection after accelerating it using my Zulong, and then spam assisted Dusk for the win. That's the general concept, and in fact this team proved to be even better than my Captain Whiskers team. I think I only lost like 1 or 2 matches, and I think one of them was like more like a mistake on my part, or I can't remember what it was. Maybe I got a phone call or something like that. So I really only had like 1 loss in the entire event. So anyway, this is me doing the 3 battles, the 5-minute, the 4-minute, and the 3-minute battle number 12 in each case. Now I use Stun Wave at the beginning. I tend to try and save that for when I really desperately need it. But otherwise, you can see everything went to plan, and we're going through so far. I use the stealth so I can do the Link Sneak Attack all. I made sure that Novadrake was the one which was hit by the Mirror Revenge, so that because it was on low health, it would be easy to pick off much better than the Zulong. Second win seemed like the good thing to use at that point in the match, because the health was getting really low, and the Slayer Bane coming from Bavolka's, well, to be honest, because defense is set to 0, it would kill it anyway. But luckily the Bavolka's just kind of spammed Slayer Bane on the Dark Stag for some reason, so we got lucky there. You can see Novadrake taking almost 2,000 damage from that. If it gets hit, it really struggles. But it's hitting every 35 seconds, doing massive damage to everything. So spamming it can kill off lots of things before they get a turn. Unfortunately though, this Sub-Leviathan is going to have a turn. However, I know now by this point, the 250-second Mega Bomb is charged on Demon Toad, so I was able to spam that off and just kill off the last Rockoid to get the win. Took slightly over 2 minutes to do that match. Really not that long. The best teams tend to do it in roughly 2 minutes. You can't go that much faster than 2 minutes unless you get like ideal conditions for your team and your team is built to go super fast. So anyway, going into this next match, I do the usual enrage teammate and accelerate. The slight problem I have is there is a Knight Rider. I hope that doesn't have the secret skill. There's no time to check. I'm just going to go with the assisted Dusk. I don't want to use Stun Wave here unless I really have to. Annoyingly, it does have the instant Overwatch, so it spams its hit all. It uses its hit all. And now I have to make the decision, do I do the skipping, stealth my team, and then hit Knight Rider so that it doesn't hit my team with a desperate all? And I decide to go for it anyway. Reason being, it will put down all my monsters to 1 HP and kill off the Demon Toad, but I'm pretty sure that Devilatus, all it's going to do is it's going to Whisper of Evil itself, and the Cottalox is going to Power Strike something, and that randomly targets the Power Strike, so chances are it's not going to hit my Novadrake. As it happens, it doesn't hit my Novadrake. It was fully worth the gamble. I had to get Dark Stag in for the shocking entrance that's about to come, and I'm then able to continue with the AoE spam. At this point I could link Sneak Attack all, but there's no point really doing it because I'm going to kill off the Omega Dragon before it gets a turn. So instead I charge Blood Fury on Tenebrae, and Zulong's lined up very nicely for after I kill this Omega Dragon, I can then do the Link Sneak Attack all now. So thanks to the stealth, my Novadrake didn't get hit there. Now's the time to use the Stun Wave. There's only a few monsters left in the enemy team, so we can use the Stun Wave, get back to the AoE spam. The Blood Fury comes in help here on the Draco Hotep, so that was worth charging earlier on. And then I'm able to continue spamming AoE. You can see here on the panelong, this is a good example of, well, other than that bug bit there, but it's a good example of where I get to hit it twice and then hit it with something else, and it dies before it even gets a turn, even though it's a monster with hold ground that you're not going to put hold ground on one hit. But anyway, there you go. That was the second match. So now we go for the final one, the 3-minute battle. And let's see how quickly we can do that one. Apologies for the messenger things which pop up here. It was family chat, and annoyingly I didn't have it muted or anything. So I'll start off with the usual enraged teammate. The Chrono Killer gets drawn in by my Nox Dragon, which is totally fine because I'm about to Protect Conversion it. I do the stun wave because I'm pretty sure that Lunatic is going to mess me up. And I skip because if I did do the Protect Conversion, then that Tiamat would use Poison Eater on my Dark Stag. So I skipped, it did a Poison Touch on Demon Toad, which doesn't matter. And then I get to kill off the Tiamat before it gets another turn. At this point I could use a move, but it's best to kind of just keep Demon Toad there to see if I need to do a little chip damage or something on some monster. So I skip it and keep things going. I do set up the stealth. That's actually surprisingly good protection for Novadrake too. I purified just so I can stealth the other monsters if necessary, but for now I'm not doing it. So there's the career Kami. It's high speed, it's going to mess me up and slow me down with all the Yukis, so I need to get rid of that ASAP. Now we have the messenger pop up again. I also need to worry about that Rainbow Paw because if I put it to hold ground, it can critical hit my team and stuff. So I put it to halfway. I also, so I skip at this point and stuff. I need to make sure things will work out alright. And Frost Rider as well also has 1-on-1, so I have to make sure my team is stealthed, and I'm totally safe here now. We then go back to the AoE spam, start killing off their monsters. We've got quite a few to get through because of the 3 Yuki that were added. But luckily they're no easy. They're very easy to sweep away in one hit there. The Dreamy Entrance hits my Zulong, which is a bit of a shame because I think at this point I still have my Link Sneak Attack all. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much because the monsters that entered are all slow speed. And in fact I got the Mega Bomb ready, so that's pretty much game over for the enemy. So as you can see, I'm closing out this match. If you have Novadrake, I would highly recommend making some kind of setup like this. Nox Dragon is a monster everyone has. Zulong is the rare one that not many people have. But I'm sure you can come up with something that works pretty much as effectively. Like I said, this was a little bit overkill. I barely lost any matches at all. I think it was just the one. This was a little while ago that I was doing this. I'm doing the commentary much later, so I can't remember exactly. But anyway, here's the team, just showing the monsters. It's actually my normal farming team, but I switched. I can't remember which monster it was now. Oh, Delegazar. I switched Delegazar out to put Demon Toad in. But other than that, this is my normal farming team, which I use for most of the PvE content, to be honest, because it just gets through it so fast, mainly because of Novadrake. But anyway, I hope this has got you thinking about what you can do. Enraged Teammate's a pretty cool skill. It increases the damage by 50% and sets their defense to 0. So for a monster like Novadrake, which you can just spam the AoE, it helps a lot. And these enemies in Time Attack are not buffed that much, so they can still be killed by assisted AoE. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another one soon.